Welcome. Hit the like button. It's your boy Carcino here, and let's talk about it. That's right, your boy Carcino Rush, Sir Lucian Grange, has stated, as you know, he's the CEO of UMG Music Group, and it's a distribution label, one of the largest in the world, actually. Universal. They are universal. Now, where did the problems come in at? You might be asking yourself that. Where did all these problems come from? Well, it was quite simple, especially to me. The problems ensued once everyone else began to see that there was a problem. So you have to first have a problem, identify the problem, then deal with the said problem. Now, Lucian Grange and Drake's situation is about re-upping and getting a new deal and basically something more favorable that he would like, right? Now, that's not normally a reality for someone who's fading as an artist. You're not going to reward them with no $1 billion deal, as if that would be insane. And he's upset that the label is not using their power to help cripple his opponents for him and saying, hey, I'm Drake. He's supposed to help me win when he can't do it with his pen. And now he's upset at Universal because they didn't do what they were supposed to do. So Champagne Sloppy is really pissed off at UMG and wants to really try to, well, he thinks he's humiliating them and drawing their name into the grease. But it's going to get worse for Sloppy. It's going to get real worse because, see, the best thing they did for him was tell him to push back that out. Yep. That was the best thing that ever happened because had he did release that album and they did let him make a fool of himself, we wouldn't be talking about Drake right now. We'd be like, man, remember Drake? Because that album would have bombed. Now, let's begin. Hi, I'm Carcino. Oh, let's talk about it.
No one knows Carcino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world, and I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them. Now you got Champagne Sloppy doing what Sloppy does, going after creators, going after every single body, right? Going after every single body that has something to say. Got something to say? Got something to say? Huh? Got something to say? So, anyway, Sloppy Jalopy has been doing the same rendition over and over again. He's hoping that something would change. Now, UMG has put out a message letting people know that UMG is on the, what is this? Oh, okay. UMG is on the ball. Like, they're not asleep. They're not going to discriminate. So if Drake wants to release music, even while suing them, they will release his album. So I found that to be very interesting. Like if Drake and Party drops an album, Universal saying they're going to do the same job they've always done for all their artists. Now, there will be no discrimination on either side, even though they think this frivolous lawsuit will be handled very shortly. They don't think it's going to get drug out any further once the judges get involved and all of the narratives are, done. Drake has had some cringy performances in the past that he apologized for, having kids on stage while doing some of his most ridiculous, songs. And he had Lil Wayne with him. And he's blamed Lil Wayne for all of it. So you got to take the bitter with the sweet. But they really don't have to, because Lucian Grange controls everything. Kanye West told the world what Drake was. As messed up as Kanye is, Kanye knows the truth. But when Kanye doesn't get things to go his way, he turns. But he told everybody what Drake was. They told the world what he had become. He wasn't this kid anymore. No, Drizzy, Champagne, whatever you want to call him, Champagne Sloppy. He is known throughout this universe as the one. And when you have somebody who's listed as the one, and unfortunate for Sloppy, Sloppy has a bad habit of having bad personnel. Bad personnel, meaning his ancillary buddies who he gives favors to, like might DM them or chat back with them. Minions. The reason why these minions are even existing right now is because of the simple fact that these people have made a living off of giving you subpar facts and not keeping you in the up and up of what's going on, right? The parallels of what's good, what's dope, what's not, all of that has been blurred, all those lines. So now all the lines are blurred, right? And nothing's really happening the way it should. Ask yourself this: why is Mal out here defending Drake still? He's coming after people like yourself. Not you personally, but people like yourself, Mal. You make yourself look just like the puppet I called you. There's no escape. Because it seems like the majority of these people, they're comfortable. They're very comfortable being in said positions. Some of these people like being minions. They love it. And I got to be the puppet slayer to come in and slay these puppets. Now, listen to Mal give a very false narrative about what's going on.
Down to the artist saying, I'm going to protect my contract. Y'all did not honor what's in my contract. Y'all violated my contract. Now it's, oh, nah, he bugging. He can't do that.
Okay, so what I want to ask you, because I read some of the lawsuit, I didn't come across exactly what you're saying. What did they violate in his current contract? Because what I'm seeing is this is a defamation lawsuit that in my next contract, you know that we're in negotiations, and you supported him putting this record out knowing that it would tarnish my character, therefore hoping to, you guys not have to pay me as much in our next negotiation. So where did UMG violate a past contract by releasing Kendrick's record, which is what this lawsuit is for?
Again, I don't know. I don't know what Drake and UMG's contract is.
And like clockwork, Mal screws it up. The female that's on there actually told the truth. You don't know what's in his contract. So how are you sitting there speaking as if it's truth to what you're saying when it sounds ridiculous when you're making a statement like that? It's a defamation lawsuit. And based on the verbiage, it's about a new deal. So if that's the case, which we know it's the case because we're hearing it and we're bobbing our heads to it like, yeah. If we know that's the case, we're not worried about it, Mal. Do you want to know why we're not worried about it? Because it's already been baked. They already have a contract with Drake. They're renegotiating his new terms for his new deal. Do you know what a negotiation is? A negotiation is they have a price, you have a price, and then everyone settles in the middle. Right? That's how it is supposed to work. That is how it's supposed to go down. That is how it is supposed to be distributed. Negotiation. And then we're going to come up with something in the middle that's reasonable. Now, this rap battle, as we've proven, which you have not yet done, proves that Drake doesn't know what he's talking about. What Drake is doing is saying this. You guys were supposed to protect me. I am your client. I'm Drake. We're in negotiations. Why would you promote a song that's talking bad about me? And that's lowering me down. You're doing that so you can get a good deal in the renegotiation. That's illegal. But that's something you're going to have to prove. They're promoting a song that's number one. They don't, you keep thinking it's friends for some reason. Like, these people are your friends. No, they're not your friends. They're in the business of making money. And they're not going to turn down or ban a song that's making money. Why would they do that? You know how much the record business loses per year? You guys get paid, Rory and Mal, probably more than most hip-hop artists. And I'm quite sure you're aware of it. So I want to know what it is that's going on out there that we seem to know that others just don't. Because it seems to be a growing problem of concern. Whenever it comes to Drake and his record deal with UMG or Kendrick Lamar, it's not barely even mentioned anymore when it comes to Drake. It's always Drake fighting with YouTubers, Drake's fighting with this. Kendrick has not said a thing. He's been moving forward, doing business, making music, making history. Meanwhile, this guy here is acting. And his acting and the things that he's doing makes him become history. And when you got people you can't take serious, like Mal, who comes out and says the most egregious thing, then you know this is what you got to do. This is where you're at. And Mal can pivot and say all this stuff he wants. It's not saving Drake. He said a lot of egregious things. On his podcast show, but it shows how out of touch he is. Mal has been out of touch and off balance for a long time. And finally, some people are now starting to check him for it. Good for him. Because he needs to be held accountable for just saying stupid things with no backing it up, no facts. And I'm glad Drake keep putting them in compromising situations to where they look stupid at the end of the day. It's beautiful. So let's take a listen to what Mal had to say after the fact. All right.
Great lawyers. They know his contract. They know exactly what's in his contract with UMG. If they feel like something was violated and they move forward with it and took it to a federal court, then I think that they know exactly what they're doing. Like, so any public opinion and public perception, we know no matter what happens, it could come out tomorrow that they absolutely did some dirty shit to Drake, violated him, did whatever they did. And people are still going to say, yo, but you can't do that in rap.
But that's not
so it doesn't matter.
That's not what the lawsuit is saying. No, the lawsuit is saying it's a defamation case. You supported an artist saying terrible things about me that aren't true. That's what they're saying.
So Rory is like, listen, I think Drake is just trying.
Exactly. Rory is in here playing spin cycle once again, trying to protect Champagne Sloppy. And once again, he's not stating what the actual situation is. Kendrick Lamar putting together a complete movement while this commercialized heathen named Drake continues to make a mockery of himself. And we're stuck to deal with the nonsense.
Trying to save face.
Where people have a problem with it, myself included, is it's almost like entrapment. Because by definition, rap battles are defamation.
Yeah.
So if you went in knowing, Drake even said on the shop, I study rap battles for a living. And I believe him, because there has been times when Drake has mopped people up in rap battles. You study this for a living. You know what a rap battle is. It's by definition, who can defame each other worse. So going in knowing that and also defaming someone else, you then turn around and sue for the definition of a rap battle. Everyone is kind of like, all right, man. Even people like myself that understood the first petition are looking at this now like, yes, you are right. But at what point do you just save face?
Now, here's the thing. Drake has no case. And the reason why Drake has no case is because Champagne Sloppy, once again, does not understand. And here's what he doesn't understand. Everything that's being thrown at him or that he's coming out with, Sloppy don't seem to get that he is cold as ice right now. Cold as he's ever been. The streets ain't feeling him. Nobody's feeling him. Some people still play some of his old stuff. Like, they don't even care about the battle. But they're so far few and in between. The people that move the needle, they care. And they are turned against him. And now he can't control the minions on social media. Academics isn't working. Mal isn't working. None of this stuff is working because the music dictates. And when you don't know how to take a loss, when you take a loss, that speaks volume. And she explained exactly what the situation was with the case. Why Drake is actually suing, not for the reasons Mal believes he is. If it says that they did some shady, foul stuff, that's like, what in the world are you talking about? If the contract says that, why would that be in contract? Why would that be the situation? Why would they even have that in its parameters? You know what we need to put in here? Here's some shady stuff we got in the contract. Have they promoted albums before? Absolutely. Have they promoted this guy's album? Absolutely. This girl, her. They promoted plenty of people's albums. But Drake, you're not even the top artist at UMG. You're not. You're not moving the needle, buddy. Not even in popularity. Can you believe it? There's a time where Kendrick Lamar is more popular than Drake. And Drake is supposed to be the pop artist. Where they do that at, right? Now I know what they're going to say, right? That's not the case. But what is the case? Can they tell me what the case is? Because I'm tired. Tired trying to figure it all out. Right, you just got to throw in the towel. It won't sometimes sloppy and just call it. I mean, you're not going to win this. It's over. You should be trying to move on and go to new things. Fat Master Stank can't help you either. I don't know what made you go to him, but Fat Master Stank is, as you can see, he can't confirm or deny anything. UMG or his bosses will call him in the office at iHeartRadio and slap and check the shit out of him, and then he'll be right back in check. He'll be, I thought that he was, shut up. Shut up. Do you want to keep your job? We only keep you here because nobody else wants that job. And we can keep paying you the same amount of money we've been paying you since 95. Now go back to work. But I was just taking up for Drake. Y'all said I used to be too mean on him, so I tried to help him. Just shut up, play your little records, and keep moving. Yes, sir. Oh, my goodness. I don't know what he's going to do. I don't really care. I'm just so sick of this dude, man. Really, if I don't feel sorry for him, nothing. He deserved every bit of this because he keeps creating it and making it worse. When the best move is no move. You could tell he don't have the right people around him. Spiraling out of control. Ridiculous. It's just awful to have somebody like this in the game. But he won't be alone. He won't be alone pretty much longer than that. Yeah, well. Yep. So, anyway, I'm out. I'm going to go and check down. But thank y'all for watching. Hope you share the video. Glad you guys have come along here a long way and said, hey, this guy is doing a good thing here. Shouts out to Kendrick Lamar and the whole camp. And will Champagne sloppy rebound? Most people doubt it. Money leave me. Love, peace, and hair grease. Don't forget to go to the Patreon, which is Carcino for Life, and I'm out.